This is NFA Talk, the show that talks about guns and gun rights, keeping you up to date with what's currently going on, from the newest guns, promotions, and events, plus how we're lobbying for your rights.
All right, how pissed off are you? If you're not, sit back, relax, grab a drink. Hi, I'm Jordan Vandenhoff. Joining me is Rick Iggersich, and we got to talk about what the Liberals just released just recently, this buyback scheme and their price list, and how insulting it is to firearms owners. What do you say, Rick?
How pissed off am I? Well, the government wants to use my money to buy my property that I don't want to sell. I guess that pretty much sums it up. Well, at least part of it anyway. This is nothing short of ridiculous, and I don't know what kind of scam they're trying to pull with releasing these ridiculous prices, especially when people shouldn't be selling their guns anyway back to the government. You know, buyback, that's a great word. In my world, buyback is usually you have to own something first to buy it back. The government never owned any of my firearms, and you know, now they want to allegedly buy them back, and they released this price list, which is nothing short of ridiculous, some of the prices they put on there, but we're not interested in that anyway. We're just I don't know what their end game is on this. Well, I guess I kind of do. It just they want people to fall for the trap and say, well, my gun's worth this much, my gun's worth this much. Well, you know what? My guns aren't worth. They can put any price they want on my guns. Right now, they're not for sale. Jordan? No,
absolutely, and you're starting to nail it there. What they're doing is they're deflecting from actually taking our property from us. So they're trying to get the firearms community, the stores, to engage with them and basically say, and it just verifies what they're doing. It validates it, right? So they want to change the narrative to say that, okay, hey, listen, they're coming back to us with prices. They're accepting of this buyback, and we're going to move forward with it. There was a survey out there, and I won't participate in it because I don't believe in this whatsoever. Like, I'm not helping the government in any way take my personal property. It's like you said, Rick, it's ridiculous. So, and I'm urging everybody, this is not a don't comply. This is a don't comply to the survey, right? Yeah. So, we still have till October 30th, 2023, right? So right now, what we have to do is we just have to lay low. Don't answer the survey. Don't give them anything because they're going to use those numbers. They're going to come out and say, hey, even firearms owners are accepting because we put this survey out and, 200,000 of them replied, and this is what they want. So it's absolutely a full stop on that. We don't respond to the survey. It's not going to help us. You think, okay, well, my AR is worth more than 1337. I'm going to reply with, I want 2,000. Well, they got you. They got your number too, right? So, exactly. no doubt, they're tracking those. They're tracking the IP addresses. They have I looked at the questions. Do you have anything that's non-restricted on the list? Right? Tell us what you have. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We must look like we fell off the truck yesterday because you know what? All it is, it's number one, it's an information gathering scheme. Number two, it's a way for firearms owners to justify what they're doing, and they're trying to spin it on us because they're going to say, well, you know what, we put this $1,336 or whatever it was for an AR-15 out there. What's your gun worth? And then they're going to come up, and they're going to do an average. So your AR-15s are worth $1,750. Well, we did that to make you guys happy. We're giving you what you want for your firearms. That right. Is not right. All it is backwards way to make us agree and comply with their ridiculous buyback program. The NFA, we're not telling you to break the law, but like Jordan said, this survey, by not doing the survey, is not breaking the law. This is just, this is just not giving them the information they seem to be craving for. I also think it really, I can see a third party coming in here and trying to run this too, because they talk about all this. Well, I'm going to give you so much for this, so much of it for this. I know for a fact there's around 94,000 registered long guns in Canada right now. I'm not sure exactly what percentage of those are AR-15s or other firearms that are on the OIC list. But just if you take those numbers and you take 80%, you take 80% of those numbers and those ridiculous numbers they're throwing out there, that's still around $3 billion before we get into this all these other guns that they put on the OIC list. There's no light at all with this whole scheme of theirs. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I myself, I'm not gonna answer any surveys. I'm not gonna comply with any surveys. Until the day comes, then what, decisions have to be made. But right now, I don't want to sell my firearms back to the government, Jordan.
Right. So, there was a comment here from Ed. Will they come and get them? So yeah, like who's gonna come and get them, right? Marco or Trudeau or Billy Boy, they're not gonna come get them. So and I don't think the police really want to come door to door to collect firearms. It's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
They don't have infrastructure yet. They haven't figured out how they're going to collect these. They haven't figured. I mean, there's been rumors toting around the internet how they're going to collect these and this whole mail in with Canada Post. Nothing's for sure. And are they really going to go after, like, let's just say all 2.2 million licensed firearms owners don't do anything? Are they going to go to everybody's door? I don't think so. I really don't.
My question is, where are they going to put these 94,000? These are the ones they know about. 94,000 firearms. Like I say, I don't know if that's the exact number of ones that are on the list, but it's 94. There's approximately 94,000 registered long guns in Canada. They don't have any kind of infrastructure. You're talking billions of dollars for this ridiculous buyout bull, whatever it is. But then what about infrastructure to do this stuff? How many billions of dollars is that going to cost? You know what? How many billions of our taxpayers' dollars is this whole fiasco going to cost? You know what? I don't think they have any numbers. I'm sure they're going to hire another company, just like they hired IBM. They're going to hire some other company.
Rick, how much money have they spent already on this? Yeah. Each mail out's got to be $1 million. With printing, post, and everything else. I just want to address Robert's comment here. They'll send the local police to come and get them. Local police is not interested. They don't want to be going door to door, and they would never put themselves in that situation. They would have to use the ERT teams, right, to come in, the special tactical teams, the true teams, right? Yeah. So you're not going to see your local police coming in, and depending on where you're from in this country, if you're rural, there might where's the closest tactical team, right? So, and population wise, so they're going to be extremely busy. They're not interested in that. They've got bigger things to do. What they should be doing is going after the real criminals that have these firearms that are smuggling them into the country, right? So, your local police office is not going to be knocking on your door. You're not going to see the sheriff, knock, please hand him over. It's not going to go down like that.
Yeah, and the thing is too, Jordan. If they take the New Zealand or the Australian example. There was a lot of non-compliance down there. And I don't know, what, like I say, the NFA doesn't condone breaking the law, but there's going to be people that aren't going to be complying to this. What are they going to do if you don't want to comply? Yes, sir. Hi, Joe. We've come here to get your 3 AR-15s and your 250 cals. Can you bring them to the door? No. Close the door. What are they going to do? Okay, that puts them in a different position. What are they going to do? They threw that out there. Well, they won't reissue licenses. They won't do that. You know what? Now it's coming down to intimidation tactics. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely, it's going to be a scare tactic, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure the government's already planned on this. There's going to be a couple sheep in the herd that are going to be a little bit resistant, and they're gonna catch one or two. They're going to really publicize it and make it well known to scare the rest of the herd into the line, right?
Yeah.
I'd hate to be that first person or second person because they're going to come down hard on you, and they're going to taunt this around. Hey, our records show that you haven't turned in your AR-15, your Scorpion, the 50
Well,
cal, right?
well,
And then they're going to say basically, hey, we're going to revoke your license. You've got, we'll be nice and we'll give you another 5 days, right? But
well, you know what, Jordan, they had to do something because there's a lot of heat coming down from them from the tragic incident that took place in Nova Scotia and what's been going on with RCMP Commissioner Bill Blair and the rest of the cronies there. There's a lot of heat, so they had to do something, and this is a classic liberal move. They came up with this list of prices for these firearms. We're gonna throw this out there, and we're gonna make all the firearms owners in Canada happy because we've got some real pricing for these firearms. It's a crock of what. I don't want to use that word.
But you know what though, really, I mean, like, so they've made promises throughout their whole term. We're going to do this, vote for us the next election. We're going to do this, vote for us the next election. They tried to push in C21, and they really tried to push it hard, and that the handgun freeze, and they didn't get it before we broke for recess, right? So now over the summertime, the people that don't like firearms and they're little small, maybe 5 or 10% movement there is getting angry with them. Hey, like, it's been 2 years. Why haven't you guys done this? So what did they do? Well, okay, yeah, by the end of the year, we're going to start collecting firearms, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And what they try to make them happy by, they throw this little diversion out, okay, we've got a price list. Well, that's not a price list. That's just a pure insult to firearms owners, and it makes it look like they're actually doing something. Like, they're far from building a program. Like, if they don't have it done in 2 years, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? Like, they've got so much more to go. They haven't figured anything out. They have disposal, hiring people. There's so much logistics that they have that there's no way they can possibly even get it done before October 2023. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, and our sources are telling us there's a lot of turmoil right now inside the Liberal Party, which isn't helping things either. Jordan kind of touched on that there. There's some major crises going on around the world right now. What does Justin Trudeau decide to do, everybody? Go on vacation. That's a classic, let's get out of the country because there's a bunch of stuff going on.
I gotta say, Rick, I gotta say this though. Like, he's Mr. Climate Control,
Yep.
Mr. Climate Change, and BC surfing, hops on a plane, flies out there, flies back for a 30-second meeting, flies back to go surfing again. Now he's hopping on a plane again. Like, he's been in the last, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but in the last couple of weeks, he's been traveling around, and it almost looks like he's campaigning for an election, but he's been traveling from coast to coast to coast, and he's been using planes. So I don't know. And you know what, you would think that maybe he should have to fly like the rest of us and fight the airports for hours on end. Go to Pearson, for a little while and see how it is.
Yeah, I think the Liberals are starting to see that all this firearms stuff isn't going to help in the elections anymore. It worked for him last time because the CPC leader went sideways halfway through his campaign, and it worked for him last election. But at this time, people are fed up. People don't want to hear it anymore. They got this buyback program. They got this handgun freeze. They're throwing money left, right, and center. People are tired. It's just not us firearms owners. The general public in Canada is tired of this. This ridiculous. Let's spin it towards the firearms. Let's spin it towards the firearms owners again. Okay, we got some issues here. Let's do something to the firearms owners. Things are going bad for us here. Let's throw it towards the firearms owners. You know what? People are tired of that, and I'm tired of it. And you know what?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Am I angry? Yes, I'm angry.
You know what? And we've asked this question numerous times over. Have you had enough yet? We even have the T-shirt. Have you had enough yet with our no compromise logo on it? So you know what? Let's. I'm feeling saucy tonight. Let's do something. Let's give away a T-shirt. So.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll give the people some time, but in the comments section, type in hashtag NFA talk, and that will put you into the entry. And towards the end of the show, we'll actually do the draw. We have a little program thing that we use, and we'll pop it up on the screen. It's fun. So hashtag NFA talk. punch it into the comment section, enter in to win the t-shirt, right?
Okay, Christian Dennis was the first one to do the hashtag NFA talk. Maybe we should just give him a t-shirt just for the first guy to hit the button, Jordan. How about that?
Right,
you know
right.
what? I authorize that. We're gonna send we're gonna send Dennis. Where were you?
Well, Rick, you keep track of this.
Yeah.
Captain, I'm wrong. No space there, bud. Put it all as one, so the system will pick it up. It has to be NFA talk, all one hashtag, so the system picks it up.
Yeah, Christian Dennis. He was the first one to.
All right, write it down.
I'm gonna write it down before I lose it here.
Right. So no, that's good. Just looking through the comment sections, you know what? And I'm seeing coming in from a couple other channels. Like, what are they going to do, Rick? What do you think they're going to do about all the accessories that you bought? I believe we've covered this on a couple other shows, but you're pretty much SOL at that point, right?
Yeah, you mean the accessories that for my at least three AR-15s that probably are worth more than three AR-15? That's AR-15s. That's a good question, Jordan. What are they going to do with that stuff? What are they going to do with Timney triggers that only fit ARs? What are they going to do with collapsible stocks that only fit ARs, forends, optics, bonded, coated carrier groups? What are they going to do with all that stuff? What am I going to do with it? Thousands and thousands of dollars I spent. Well,
they're going to tell you, hey, you can sell it to somebody that's legal to buy it. Move it or export it. To a country that's willing to accept it, right? So, and I don't know. I've brought stuff over from the States. I haven't really sent anything back to the States, so I don't know how difficult that's going to be. Maybe somebody can comment and tell me, but we're getting stuck with it. We really are. So if you've got if you're like me and you've got 40, 50 AR mags, maybe more. I lost count, but I guess for the time being we can use them on
that?
or like one across industries, right?
Yeah,
that's we got that at when we did the interview with Cross Industries. There are videos on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm just going to interrupt here. Christian Dennis, you were a winner, but because you put hashtag NFA talk on there first. Could you email Jordan at nfa.ca with your information, and Jordan will get back to you and take care of you for that T-shirt.
Right. So but I still want to do the whole fancy.
We'll do that. But you know what? That was just the presidential giveaway there that I decided to make up at the last second. So
there you go.
You know what? You got the ball now, Jordan. He's gonna email you at jordan@nfa.ca.
Yeah. So that's cool. We got 33 people entered so far. I'll wait a bit. We'll do it a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll do it down there. Well, we're gonna talk some more. Maybe we'll. Let's see. Look at some of the input here.
A lot of hashtags now. Maybe we should have held off to a little bit later.
Yeah. Eric the Viking gets my paperweight. Well, apparently there's some churches down in the United States or somewhere that have that it's a church of the AR-15. So I wonder if there's any religious freedoms left in Canada. I don't know. I actually read about that the other day. There's a church of the AR-15 somewhere. I don't know if it's if it was all fake news or what, but I don't know. I saw it somewhere. Can neither confirm or deny if it's real or not.
Right.
Anyway, between this and the handgun freeze, Bill C-71,
there's a question. There's a question here about the court case, and because it's in front of the courts, and we don't want to let anything out of the bag because the Liberals watch us, or the Trudeau government watches us, and there's a lot of documentation. I can't remember the exact number, but it was like a stack like that.
There's 6,100 pages of evidence that Solomon Friedman is going to present, but we can't talk about it on the advice of Solomon.
Right. So I'm just going to say, court's always a 50-50, but we've got a lot of evidence. There's a lot of stuff, going in our favor, with everything that the government's doing now. It might not even get to the court case. They call an election any time now, right? They could. They could. It's not. I'm not saying they're going to. They could, right?
Yeah, I as far as that goes, I don't know how long the NDP are going to hang in there with Trudeau, because
I wouldn't.
You know what?
If I
heat like crazy, those guys.
If I was Jagmeet, I'd bounce already. Like I'd be out of there. Like, I don't think he signed on for this. And well, geez,
Yeah, it's it's I don't know. It's a position of power and money that Trudeau's in right now. All he cares about how he can get rich faster, and who he doesn't care who he burns. And like I say, and we've said this 100 times, that the firearms owners are his scapegoat. Well, you know what? That's starting to burn out. So
Ram 19. Sure, they're watching me at this point too, right?
Yeah. Well, I can assure you they're watching us. I have no doubt about it.
Right. I don't know. Like, I mean, my final thought on that whole process there. I refuse to fill out the survey. I'm totally insulted by them even offering money. Like, it's my property, and it's not for sale. Simple as that. Not for sale.
Absolutely not.
So I'm going to say, I believe in freedom. I believe freedom and choice. You guys are all, you can make your own choice. I'm suggesting please don't fill out that survey. Let's not help the government.
Yeah, there still is a Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Not that the Liberals really follow it that much anymore, but you know what? It's your right not to fill that out. As far as people out there, they're talking, well, I'm going to get my stuff deactivated. I'm going to do this. Well, you know what? It's your stuff. I'm not going to tell you not to get your firearms deactivated, but why did you, I bought my AR-15s to shoot and have fun with. Why would I, weld my bolt carrier group to my barrel and drill a bunch of holes in a gun that I bought to have fun with? And there's people out there offering to do that, and I don't know why. Some people are out there offering to deactivate firearms and stuff. It's bound, in my humble opinion, it's bowing to the Liberals. I don't know how you feel about that, Jordan, but that's just my personal opinion. By people out there, willing to do this stuff and help the, I don't know where they got this price list from. I don't think it was any people that we're associated with. I don't know where they came up. They probably got some 10-year-old Gun Digest catalogs and looked in the back and saw what those guns were selling for 10 years ago. I don't know. Base everything on a Norinco AR-15 or a Norinco, whatever. Not. I know a lot of you guys out there got Norincos, but the price. There's a bit of a price gap between a Colt or a Dymaco or a Daniel Defense to Norinco, and you know what? It's just insulting that they actually put prices on our property that they. I'm kind of ranting here, Jordan, but I'm just so friggin' mad.
Yeah,
about this.
right. No, but like Aaron says it perfect here. I hope all gun owners stand together on this. Absolutely, right. So, and that's why I say, like, it's still at the end of the day, the choice is yours. But we're asking, please don't fill it out. Don't validate this with the government, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, it's just as soon as we saw it, it was just a game they wanted to play. They wanted input. They're thriving input because they know people are pissed off, and they're thriving. They want to know what people, what they can say to people to make them comply is what they're searching for. And as far as I'm concerned, and a lot of people are concerned, there's nothing they can say to me to make me comply. It comes down to the law. But right now, until 2023, what are they going to tell me to make me comply? There's absolutely nothing they can say to me to make me comply. I don't know how you feel about that, Jordan, but
Well, no, I mean, what can we say, right? Like, I mean, we can say anything really right now, which it'd be a little bit irresponsible for us to say something like don't comply. But I mean, right now, there's the amnesty program, and we will never go down that road, right? We work with the law to change the law, right? We work within, right?
Yeah,
so
we're not going to tell anybody what to do, and we're definitely not going to tell anybody to break the law. But you know what? There's a lot of people out there, and like I say, you take the New Zealand example, you take the Australia example, and have a look at what those people did down there. And it was, it basically came down to martial law down there as far as firearms owners. And guess what? this has already happened in Canada. This is nothing new for Justin Trudeau to lay down martial law. Oh, they don't call it martial law anymore. They call it the Emergency Measures Act. But you know what? Just the same thing, different name. It just that's his. You know what? That's his gun to pull, I guess, is the Emergency Measures Act. If things start to go sideways.
I don't know if he's going to pull that card. He could. I don't know if he's going to pull that card again. I really don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm sure we've angered everybody. I'm starting to get a little heated here with that, with being insulted. Let's talk about something else, Rick. Let's talk about the promotion that we have going on till August 31st, right? The Wolverine.
The Wolverine, the Tanga. I'm not sure how you say that. Tanga, Wolverine.
Tamgun Arms, Wolverine.
Tamgun Arms, Wolverine. Yeah. We're
Rick, let me save you some time, and I'll just run the ad. Right.
So that's the shotgun we're giving away. Jordan actually demoed that shotgun a couple weeks ago, and
I still
one like it.
Yeah, I still have one. I like it. I've been running it through its paces. I've cut probably about 2,000 rounds through the thing already. It's nice. It's a pump action, pump assist, brake action, which is kind of cool. So if you're going backpacking, I see a lot of people going to the range now on motorcycles, right? They throw their pistols in their knapsack, lock it all up and everything, and head to the range. Or, you can fold this thing up, throw it in a bag, go to the range.
Apparently, a lot of people south of the border are folding them up and putting them in their BOBs or bug out bags down there. So.
Right. So no, it's a nice little shotgun. There's a video out there. It's on my YouTube channel. Just search for Jordan Vandenhoff. I think I'm pretty much the only one out there, and you can watch the video. I demo it. We shoot it a bunch of times. I was out at Silverdale, and they Tamgun Arms joined us at our Top Gun event. They had all their product line set up. Some really nice shotguns. They've got across the line from your trap gun, your over-unders, your pump action, bullpups. And they're coming into soon. They're going to have their long-range shooters. The 308, 6.65 Creedmoor rifles are coming out. And if you go to their website, it shows handguns coming soon. And I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that one. But Tamgun Arms, the Wolverine. So it's pretty easy. Like the ad said, spend $15 or more at the in the NFA shop, and you get an entry. Spend more than $30, and you get 3 entries. Right. So buy a T-shirt. If you didn't win the T-shirt tonight, have you had enough? It's in our store.
Yeah, Dr. Miles or Dr. Miles, I'm not sure which one it is. Ask cost. I'm not sure if he wants the cost of how to get into the donation draw, or the cost of the firearm. Jordan, what's the cost of the firearm?
Cost of the firearm retail I believe is $549. $549. It's in the $500 to $600 range.
Yeah. Okay. And the way to get in, the donations, for every $15 you spend on merchandise, you get one chance to win it. For every $30 you spend, you get 3 chances to win the firearm. So, and it goes up from there. So the more money you spend in the NFA store, the odds are better of winning that firearm. So I hope that answered your question.
Right. And if you're from Ontario, good chance myself and Rick will probably drop it off.
Yeah, and we'll even shoot some video, and maybe we'll even put it up here on NFA Talk. You know what?
Right.
You could come up here, and Hollywood could call the next day. You never know.
Or
they're not calling us, but they might call you.
Better yet, we'll just come down to your local range. We'll do some shooting, and you get a new gun, right?
Yeah. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. So I want to run that. I want to run that draw. Let's see who won the T-shirt that we were going to give away. So we still have we have 39. So I'm gonna.
You know what, Jordan? Let's give him another 30 seconds to put the hashtag NFA talk on there. You know what? You put it on again, guys. You put it on twice.
Oh, here we go. That's the price there of the shotgun, $565.
Yeah.
MSRP.
Yeah.
Check out your local gun dealers.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, no more takers in the last 30 seconds for hashtag NFA talk. A chance to win a T-shirt. There's one. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's run this. Here we go.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rick, I'll let you call it the winner.
And the winner is Derek R. All right, Derek, congratulations. You're the winner of an NFA shirt. To get your shirt, could you please email Jordan at nfa.ca. We'll get your size particulars, and we'll send you a shirt along with Christian Danis, who was the winner of our first shirt, or I'll call it the early bird shirt. And we'll get those shirts out to you guys ASAP. Thanks a lot again. Thanks a lot for participating, guys.
No, that's good. That's good. We got to do more of these once in a while. Maybe next time we'll up our game. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right. I guess we were supposed to have Blair jumping in later on, but I think the mad rush for handguns and for firearms is going strong. He sent me a message, said, "Hey, the store is packed," which is awesome. He was going to try to jump on, and I guess he's still busy in the store.
Blair got a big order of handguns in, and apparently they're all sold. I don't know. Yeah, guys from across Canada, how long's the registration been taking? The transfers. I know I've got one. I think I've got about 4 active ones right now that they've been more than a month. Anybody else from across the country? I'm in Ontario, so anybody out in BC? How long's it taking out there? Any fresh handgun buyers out there? Just put a comment in, or put a comment in from whatever province you're from, and let's have a look and see how long transfers are taking.
I figure mine are going to show up probably by Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Ed Tetley. Would you recommend getting a handgun before this ban comes in? Absolutely, Ed. Yeah, between Jordan and I,
the only thing is good luck finding one, because second I'm pretty sure most of all the new stock is pretty much sold out in Canada. You might find that one store that's got 1 or 2 kicking around, but pretty much most of the new stocks pretty much sold out. There's a couple suppliers that said, hey, the way this is going, we're not going to bring any new stuff in. A lot of people there, and there's a mix too, because there's a lot of people there that are going, hey, listen, I won't be, if this law sticks around, I won't be able to gift it. I won't be able to move it. I can't sell it. I'm going to be absolutely stuck with it. I'm going to bail out now so I can still get some money out of it. And they put, there's a lot of consignments at these stores right now for, people trying to, last minute, hey, I don't want to take a chance. I've got 20 handguns. I don't really need 20, and I won't be able to do anything with it at the end of the day anyways. So, maybe they'll keep 1 or 2 and get rid of the rest. So check your local stores. There's definitely consignments out there. Nothing wrong with used, right? Gun's a gun.
My advice is one cannot own too many handguns, but that's my opinion. I guess that if anybody asks me for advice, that's what I'd give. Just looking at some of this, I see 7 weeks in Alberta, 3 weeks in BC, 6 weeks in counting in Ontario. I'll keep counting. Keep counting there, Sam, or who was that? Jonathan, keep counting, because that just getting warmed up in Ontario. So
Raymond says here, Al Flaherty's in Toronto told him anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks for a P320. You know what? Let's have a little competition, because I'm waiting for a P320 as well to come in. So, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while.
I sold my my P320 a year ago. I'm regretting it now. So, but you know what? I bought a bunch of handguns since then. So
you know what, Rick? I find it really hard to sell a gun.
yeah, you know what? It was one of those impulse things where I wanted something else, and I just wanted to do a quick trade, so I didn't have to, you know, get out a lot of cash out there, and that's what happened. I got rid of that 320. So you know what? I kind of wish I wouldn't. And now there's, by the way, there's nothing else for sale as far as I'm concerned. Whatever I got, I'm keeping now. And you know, it's you know, we need government. We need a government change so these guns can keep moving. But
you know, I really have to dislike a gun to sell it, right? Like, I mean, you know, I'm always upfront. Hey, like, I just don't like this gun. It's garbage. I don't think it's good, and I can't keep it in my safe, right? I need more room for something else. But if I'm selling one of my firearms, it's garbage.
Yeah, there's Michael. Really want a 226. Well, you know what, Michael? I've got a 226, and I really like it. I don't shoot it a lot. I shoot my Glocks more, but the 226 feels a lot better in the hand for some reason. I just don't like the real high board to the top of your hand. It's changes the recoil pattern after you're shooting Glocks. We've got something coming out I did with a Glock tomorrow, so stand by for that. It's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be on social media, so it's going to be something Jordan and I did with a Glock. So anyway, Jordan, you know what? Maybe we'll have a show one day and we'll just talk about guns and what everybody's got and what everybody's shooting. How's that?
I just wanted to jump in because you said you're a Glock guy. Like I'm a Walther guy. I love my PPQ steel frame. I've got the whole collection of Walthers. You know, of course, the ones I'm allowed to. There's a couple PPKs I would love to get my hands on, but
I've got those.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. I wasn't of the age group.
Yeah,
I missed out by 1 or 2 years, right? So, unfortunately, you know, Rick's luckier than I am. He can have a PPK. But you know what? The nice thing is when you're friends with somebody that has it, you know, he can bring it out and let me shoot it a couple times a year. Yeah. Like Rick said, you know, he's got a video coming out tomorrow. We were at the Otter Valley, was it?
Yeah, local
Otter Valley. Yes. What was it? Sunday. We were out there Sunday. Long weekend. No. Sunday.
I don't even,
long weekend. I'm all disoriented.
I don't know what day it is today, but
long weekend. I actually got some shooting time in, which is nice. You know, it's a little bit of break of you know, fighting for firearms, right?
Just to clarify something though, I'm not a Glock guy. I'm a Smith and Wesson guy. I'm a revolver guy, but I also have I shoot a lot of, well, not so much this year, but I have shot a lot of IPSC in the past, and what I use for that, I use a Smith & Wesson Pro Series 9mm 1911. I'm a Smith & Wesson. I've got quite an extensive collection of Smith & Wesson revolvers. You know, and that's you know, I like that. You know, when I go to the range with a 3-inch 40 Smith & Wesson model 2944 Magnum, and let guys like Jordan crank off some rounds on that, and it's definitely a new experience from, even though they shot big guns before, but they've all had long barrels. When you shoot a snubby 44 Magnum, you know you got something in your hands.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's always a lot of fun. You know, and that's, you know, I mean, we can start that talk. You know, the ridiculousness of you can have a 12.6, I can't have a 12.6 right?
Yeah. Well, I did a comparison here one night. I think I used a Glock 19 and Smith. I used a Glock 19 and a Smith & Wesson Model 66, which is a K-frame revolver, and the K-frame, which is prohibited, was actually bigger on all sides than the Glock 19. So, you know what? That pretty much blows their theory about concealable handguns, and that's why all these ridiculous classifications came in. You know, it just it's all political rhetoric. The whole thing, right back to the start of the Firearms Act, is nothing but a bunch of political rhetoric. You know, they just don't want good people to have personal property. They just don't want it. And, you know, it's been their narrative all along, and it's not changing now, but they take advantage of it and they use it all the time. I just hope people are starting to realize that, you know what, there's more to this government than just go to handguns every time. You know what? Handguns and discrimination are their go-to cards. It never fails. Just watch this in the next election. Not handguns, but all firearms. It's going to be firearms and discrimination and climate. Those three are going to be big this next election. You know what? That's my prediction, Jordan.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get to that election.
Yeah. Well, that's
You know.
there's our next problem.
So we got lots of stuff. Conservative Party still needs a leader. Trudeau and Jagmeet need to end their relationship. Lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
So-
We're on that too. You know, our lobbyist is we're working to get all the information we can in Ottawa so we can get it out to you people as fast as we can. Charles actually is on holidays this week, but when he's active, as soon as we hear something, whether it's what's coming down the pipe, whether it's something somebody lied on the mass casualty commission or anything, you know what, we'll get it out to you people as fast as we can. And if it affects us right away, we're going to do an NFA. If we have to, we'll do an NFA talk the next day and get the information out to our listeners.
Absolutely. So these are the comments I like to see too. Just joined and bought a T-shirt.
I appreciate that, Todd. We really
absolutely right. So there's power in numbers. The more members we have, the greater voice we have. Right. So
yeah. That's the thing. And I hate asking for donations, but unfortunately, that's what we run on is donations. The fight. We're in the fight. There's no doubt about it. We're in the fight, and I've made this statement in the past. I'm dug in hard. The NFA is not going to back out of anything. We'll take it as far as we have to. We've got some plans in place for whatever comes down the pipe. It's not like we're going to make it up as we go. We've been as soon as we hear any inkling of anything that's going to go down, we start making a plan of what we're going to do. Actually, we've got several plans. You say you got to have a plan A and a plan B. Well, we've got a C and a D. So just so you guys know, we're whatever it takes. We're going to deal with it.
Right on. So on that note, I think this is a good point. Let's wrap it up for the night.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. You know what? Just keep in tune because we're going to be doing some more draws down the road. You know what? Maybe the next one or the one after that, we might do something a little bigger. It'll be a big surprise, but you never know. We need to. Right. I like to take care of our people, so you know what? We'll think of something and we'll do something in a couple NFA talks. Thanks everybody for coming out. We sure appreciate it. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate your support for the NFA. Thanks.
All right, guys. Have a good evening.
Thanks for listening to this episode of NFA Talk. Like and follow the NFA on social media and sign up to become a member.